Hello guys, and welcome to the new MRV Motorsport season. Currently we are in season 3 and good morning, afternoon, noon, or whatever the time of the day may be in your time zone country. But today we are here all together to get into the new season. We have some new faces, some old faces, and I hope our drivers were training so we could have more closer fights and more experience. I hope, guys, we are going to be, or you are excited as me, because I hope this will be something great. Let me do some little preparation because I forgot. I forgot to paste my map of the track into my paint. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, I can multitask now. But I'm excited to get ahead into the new season of the MRV Motorsport. Because to be honest, I like this. Yeah, I'm very excited. All the liveries are great, and I'm excited for the future of this series because I like the Formula One, and I hope it will be good as it's going to be. But in a few seconds or tens of seconds. In a few seconds, we are going to have a qualifying, and the race. Some basic information: the race is going to be 36 lap long, which is about hour. Should be about hour, and I hope it will be great. We have today 19 drivers on the grid, or maybe my bad. Actually, maybe 20. 20 drivers on the grid. Let me do this. Let me do this. Yes. And let's do this. Okay, we should be all good to go. I moved with my beautiful. Let's actually check. I don't know the helmets, if the helmets are on. But anyways, as I was saying, you see the beautiful liveries. To be honest, the liveries are beautiful. If you look at the Dooley. Okay, I said already his name wrong. Dooley. Yes, Dooley. His race beautiful also. Okay. Why I see? Okay, I think the livery is bugged because it's just black. When we look at Leonardis, beautiful livery. But yes, as you can see, the liveries are we see one Alpine inspired or in the Alpine colors. So yeah, Jimes. Okay, I think I already slaughtered his name again. Again with the names, I think I will. I'm sorry again. The names. Okay. Anyways, like the liveries are beautiful. That's the point. I will try to work on the names and also on all of it. But we are already in the qualifying laps. Let's take a look at Baletseka. Oh, wait, what? What? I wanna see your name, my man. The number 19 driver. I am Balerchek. I think that's a for sure new face, but okay, that's weird. Yeah, I know. There should be one more new, but we are 20. This is I think this is the reserve driver. So yeah, but he's on his outlap and he's going currently into the Reddit. Ricky Joycon and return into the Red Bull. Okay, into the straight, into the final stretch, and let's see what his time will be. It's 1.9, but I think the best time there is like 1.4. So still a lot of way or a lot of room to improve. But of course, Melon of course take again the top. It's kind of feel rigged, not going to lie. Melon always first for except some races. Okay, that's a joke. I know it's not rigged, but you know, we must have some humor. That's almost like tumor. Okay, I should stop talking loud with my thoughts because not great. But anyways, Malone is again first, but still has at least 1 second to improve, or he can grab at least 1 second. He's going for roof, and yes, he's overtaking someone on the outlap. My man is savage. Ooh. And that was some nice camera angle, to be honest. But he's going to this right, and he is going into his outlap. He's currently in the first, and let's take a look at his lap. He's currently going into the Remus turn, or I don't know. I feels wrong. The names feel wrong, but anyways, he's going into the Remus turn, and he will be currently going into the turn 4 and 5. This is like a long sausage, you could say, a long sausage, and he's going again into the Peggy turn. That's also like a hairpin with like I have big bottle opener. If you look it from the top, it looks like a bottle opener. But he's going into the Red Bull mobile turn, and he's on the stretch. And let's see, will he improve his time? And yet, yes, he improved his time about 400 tenths of the seconds. And yes, also improvement. Racers are now going to do a cooldown lap, so actually it will be more cooler, and they are going to be on the grid side by side. So the cooldown lap, and they will be stopping, like the first will be stopping in front, you know, the real like in the real F1. So I think that's very cool, and that adds to the immersion. So yeah. But anyways, that's all the news, and we have 8 minutes of great qualifying times. And yes, and I talk a lot, and I don't talk a lot. I cannot talk because I always fumble or in some word. Yeah. Man, I should rework on my English. Okay, that was really well. But hey, Malone is going. Let's take a look at Enzino. Enzino is one of the new faces, and to be honest, he's quite fast. Maybe another competitor for Malone and Jimenez and Antonich. Yes, Antonich. Maybe another competition from them, and maybe for Fezich, it depends. Fezich depends on the map. Because saw the races. It depended on the map where he places and also on the overall luck. I think Fezich is very solid driver. To be honest, he has the potential to take the the podium, but yeah, sometimes the luck isn't on his side. But I think there will be a really tight. And Fezzy just murdered. Okay, Fezzy just get behind Malone with the time. But of course, as you know, it depends on the driver if he can keep up the pace in the race or not. So yeah, of course. But let's take a look at Sandal, because why not? I love Sandala. If you don't know what a Sandala is, I don't know how would you say it in Czech. Let's take a look. But Sandala, in my own language, like let's have a literature culture exchange. But I really need to know how Sandala is in English. It was sandal. Like sandals with socks.
Sandals.
Sandals, yeah, sandals. Sandals with socks. That is really a meme from our country. Because why would you have the open boot or open type shoe with socks? Like you are ruining the whole point of the point of the shoe. So yeah, that's why I took Sandal, but Sandal teleported into the pits, so that's unfortunate. So we have no more Sandal action, sadly. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at someone. I think. Okay, no. I think. Goodman is going onto his out lap, onto his flying lap, because after this lap he will be flying. No, maybe he was on his out lap, and this is not his flying lap. Yes, sir. It was it. Okay, my bad. It was his out lap. Let's take a look at Sandal. Yes, let's take a look at Sandal because he is on his out lap, and I want to see some Sandals action. So let's take a look. Ooh, what are these camera angles? What are they feeding the cameramans? Like, come on. I wouldn't do the cameraman job if I should stand in these angles. I know they are not standing there, but you know, it's for the jokes. But Sandal is creeping up to his flying lap, and when we take take a look at the time stamps or times, they are really close from each other's. But hey, Sandal, he's currently going into his flying lap. He's going to be braking for the third one, which is Castle Edge turn, and where you can turn the DRS on. DRS is currently now open, as you can see. He's flying through the somewhat straight, and he's going to brake into the Remus turn, which is one of the slowest and one of the most critical turns, because you can easily spin out. I was bored, so I hook up my wheel and try to actually like, ooh, and he looked up his brake. He wasn't trailing enough of his brakes. He wasn't doing it properly. Okay, I cannot talk. He wasn't doing fast enough, because if you know formulas, if you don't have enough braking, if you brake off the if you are not lifting enough the brakes, you will actually spin out and lock up your tires because of the downforce degradation. Because as you know, formulas, when they are grippier, the faster are going. So yeah, he did not trail off his brakes enough, and that was unfortunate, because it looked like a really nice lap. I think he was 1/10 of a second faster. So I think he's mad about it, but you know it. He has at least 2 minutes to set another lap, another better lap. And hey, maybe he will, maybe he will not. But of course, as I said, the turn, the I forgot what the turn was. But hey, anyways, he's currently. Ooh, there was some big crash. But anyways, he's currently in his flying lap, or I think so. Maybe he got that track because the. Yeah, I think he got the track. So this is not his flying lap. Or maybe he will. We'll see because I'm not sure. I'm sure he crossed the finish line, but I'm not sure if maybe he cut it. I think he cut the track and it's not his flying lap. Anyways, as I was saying, yeah, the turn into the fourth turn, the Remich turn, is really the slowest turn and the most easy to spin off, because if you go on throttle too early, you are going to total spin out. I drove and tried to set some time. It was sub-decent because it was only after like, I don't know, 5 laps that I set like time where I didn't cut the track. So it was really suboptimal. And yes, Sandal did not move up. That's sad. So yeah, he was on his flying lap. But anyways, let's take a look at Godfrey. I mean, Godfrey is currently in his... Okay, I wanted to say he's currently in his flying lap, but hell no, brother. He teleported to pits. What are the odds? Let's take a look at someone who should at least be on his flying lap. Antic, Mr. Antic. Let's take a look. His livery is sexy, to be honest, at least to say, to be saying, because oh man, that pink. God, man, God, have mercy. Like, I like that pink. My man, don't judge me, but that color combination looks great. And he's going to into the bottle opener turns. Because why not? I just made up the name on the spot because it really looks like a bottle opener from the top. Let me show you what I mean, because you think you need to see it. Why I call these bottle opener turns, because like, man, wait, let me show you. If you see this, you cannot unsee it. Like, come on, man. Let me show you. If you see this, like the turn, it's bottle opener. It's totally a bottle opener turn. Like, come on, man. You cannot unsee this. Like, I think how could I? Wait. For those who did not still saw it. Wait, what? Okay, I really have. Okay. I cannot. Yes. This. Okay, that does not. This and this and this. Okay, it should be good enough for me. And Malone, of course. By the way, I forgot. Let's. I cannot. Paste the image. Okay, so I will be not pasting the image. I'm sorry, guys. But let's take a look at the standings of on the lineup of the grid, because that's what we are really interested in, and that is Malone on the first place, Pesic on the second place, Enzino on the third place. Ventoni on the fourth place, Jimenez on the fifth place, Hionardis on the sixth place, Yit on the seventh, Goodman on the eighth, Antic on the ninth, Sandal on the 10th, Dooley on the 11th, Raffel on the 12th, Meh on the 13th, 13. And I think, by the way, Dooley, I'm sorry. Dooley, I mean Costray on the 11th, Gaffel on the 12th, MA on the 13th, Godfrey on the 14th, and on the 15th, Bornandi on the 16th, DS on the 17th, Veitis on the 18th, and Balcerek on the 19th position. So yeah, Antich. I mean Antich, by the way. Antich is on 4th position. I already fumbled at the one job I have, and to correctly say the names, but you know, that me. That is me. That wouldn't be a great commentary if I did not fumble at least one name. And yeah. But anyways, it's time to do the race, and I need to. I will show. No, yes. Okay. Yeah. They are seeing the race controls is on the 2010 position, because why not? Race control needs to be there. Okay, but anyways, enough fooling around. Let's watch the start of the race from from Antich. Antich? I think Antich, yeah, Antich. I don't know. I think I fumbled again. Yeah, Antich. Let's start the race at the 4th position with Antich, and yes, this will be interesting. Only 27 seconds, and the lights are now going to be in any second turning red, and the lights are turning red as we speak. The lights are going to be turning red as we speak. The lights are red, and the lights are away, and away we go. And the switching of the position is crazy. Antich has a bad start. Antich has a bad start, but Ventoni has a better, and he's holding his position. And oh, they are going into the Remerson. And I already fumbled it. But they are going into the position, and Ventoni. Bonote. Okay, I messed up, guys. But Bonote is holding his position, and he's trying to attack the 3rd position. But Enzino is trying to do the same with Fezic. Antich had a very bad start, but anyways, we are now watching the fight for the 3rd position between Enzino and Bonote. Bonote is trying to close down the gap, but Enzino has a better straight setup, I guess. Yeah, he has a better straight setup, but Bonote, Enzino gone off the track, and Bonote is utilizing on his mistake, and he's really close. He's trying to go side by side into the turn from the outside to the inside. Maybe some switchback action will be there. No, Ventoni took him from the outside. What a great, magnificent overtake, and that makes Ventoni 3rd and Zeno 4th. But Enzino is not having any of this, and he's attacking Ventoni without mercy. He's trying to take him from the inside on the period turn, and it's not working out. Enzino is still in the 4th, but Venote is holding and defending the position really great, but he will must soon make the decision between Oh, okay, and Zeno made another mistake, and Venotti is utilizing on this mistake and making a bigger gap between him. But someone is closing up on Zeno, and he is braking. He's trying to dive bomb him. He dive bomb Jimenez, just dive bomb Zeno, and he utilizes on that too. And Zeno is 6th from the 3rd position. What a cinema! Yet is trying to attack Jimenez on his 3rd position, and it worked out in the mess. What? Wow, okay, this is something else. And Zeno is trying to take his position back from Jimenez, and yet this is what is this, guys? The 5 through 9 position. What this is? What the hell is this fight? This is something like they are just holding like a choo-choo train, to be honest, at this point, and they are still holding. Hilnagdes is closing on Jimenez, and he will try to do something on the turn. He's faster, but no, he decided to just bait. I guess he's playing a baiting game, but god man, and I think Fezic is DNF, and yes, Fezic is sadly DNF. He's retired from the race. I don't know what happened. Goodman is overtaking Ende, and Ende is taking the position back. But what the hell just happened? Fezic was took out. I did not saw that, and I would like to saw what happened to Fezic. But anyways, Rafael is closing up on Hilnagdes, and he's diving bombing into the right turn. They are side by side into the turns. They are holding, and what is this view? Whoa, he's going up from the outside, and yes, he overtook Hilnagdes from the outside. Jimenez is still holding to it, and is trying to hold to Enzino. Anyways, that is sad. Fezic, first DNF of the season, and it's Fezic. That is weird. Anyways, Hilnagdes is going. And why the hell I had okay? And he overtook Rafael. I didn't know what was going on, and I would like to know about it, but hey. Oh, Rafael is overtaking from the inside. He moved up to the inside. He's overtaking on the slowest turn. Rafael had the throttle down area, and the risk paid off because he got in front of Hilnagdes. But the question is for how long, and if he'll be able to hold his position. But let's take a look, because I think the fight for the 7th and 6th position will be something amazing, because these drivers are on the same skill level, or at least I think. I really don't know, because I think Rafael is from the last season. But anyways, Hilnagdes is trying to move from the inside, but that did not work at all. They are on this race. Hilnagdes has the DRS advantage. He opened up the DRS. He's bringing into the turn. He's taking the inside, and he's sealing the overtake. But the question is for how long, because Rafael is not having any of that, and he's trying to make some move on the straight again with the DRS. DRS already close, but oh no, Hilnagdes just spun out, and I think there was a contact. I would like to see that back, and I think there was a contact. And Hilnagdes, sadly, is down to 9th position. But Godfrey is closing up on Costray, and that is... But why is that rhyming? Godfrey got Costray. We got some like rhyming scheme doing with the names or what. But anyways, yeah, he's not. I would like to, well, let's take a look at the Hilnagdes. Okay, I think we will not saw Okay, I'm sorry. I tried to look at the replay if we can get some replay. What happened to Gionardis and why he just spontaneously spun out if it was his own mistake or not. But I think we would lost all the action because Enzito is moving up to Luca Vantoni and he's closing down the gap. And why I man, yes, please, normal camera angle because oh man, that was very interesting camera angle. But anyways, Enzino is going. Ooh, someone just spun out. It was Vanotti. Luca Vanotti just spun out and he's dropping position crazy. But he's a true gentleman and yeah. But oh, he spun out. I think he locked up his brake. His front was locked up. I guess he did not try enough from the back. But what is happening with Godfrey? Godfrey and Cosray are fighting for the 7th position. Godfrey utilized on the DRS. DRS is still open, and yes, really nice. Hurry up, spoiler. But anyways, let's back. What was happening? Okay. But anyways, let's take a look again at the 8 because it is closing down the gap to Enzino, or he was at least. I think Yid has a better. Yid, I think yeah, Yid has a better straight away. What the hell? Why? What was that jump scare? Like, come on, guy. What? I'm totally now just flabbergasted, but yes, Yit is going to try to take the time on the straight because he opened up the DRS, he has the DRS advantage, and yeah, he closed down the gap quite significantly. But what the hell, guys, can we talk about that formula that was like, man, come on, who was that? Who was that on the gap? And I think Ma is out of the race and is another DNF, or maybe he's only in pits, but who knows? I'm not sure. We will see. We will know in a few seconds. No, it's not a DNF. My bad. But Dooley, okay, Dooley is making some Cosray. I mean, Cosray is making some move. Oh, yeah, they are fighting, but we are interested in the Yit fight. Or maybe we are not, because I think there is something interesting happening over here. Yeah, it is Goodman and Costray are fighting for the 8th position. Costray is currently behind Goodman, but I think he will try to make some. He will try to make the loss of the position on the straights. They are close. Oh, and Costray just spun out, and we have a crash between Costray and Sandal. Sadly, Costray is losing another position, and is the most unfortunate thing. Venotti is currently pitting, and I think he will be switching. He started on the mediums, and I think he will be switching onto the softs. Softs? No, I mean the other way around. He started on the softs, and he will be switching onto the mediums as we speak. But anyways. And what happened to Antic? Why is Antic in the barrier? Man, Antic, why are you there? What are you doing? I would need to see that replay, and let's take a look at that because Ende just disconnected, and another DNF, 2 DNFs already in the race, and Antic has disconnected. Okay, we need to see that. Okay, sorry guys if we lose some action, but I need to see the commotion. The emotion between what happened between Antic and Ende. As we see, they are racing side by side, or side by side. They are racing. I think Antic will do try something. Antic is moving to the inside, and and he spun out. But that's not a reason for a DNF. He spun out. Let's take a look from the Ende perspective. He's moving. He's going to the. He's going. And he He took out Andy by accident. Okay, that is more certainly most unfortunate. Let's get back into the race. Where Sandal is closing down the gap on Cosplay. Sandal, my favorite driver because of the name. Just because of the name, because Sandal, Sandal with socks. If you know, you know. But hey, he's closing down the gap to Cosplay. Okay, but not... What? Wait, what is happening? What is... Wait, what the... Malone? Why was not Malone in the front? What happened? Okay, let's take a look at the top 3. Because I don't think Cosplay and Sandal will be fighting anytime soon, or maybe they are going to be fighting. Yes, they are going to be fighting. So let's take a look at the Sandale and Cosplay. Jimenez is pitting, and I think the leaderboard is messing up. Yeah, the leaderboard is not playing by my rules. But anyways, Sandal is trying to close down the gap to Cosplay. I cannot talk already. And it's only the 13th lap. Wonderful, guys, wonderful. But anyways, Sandal is trying to close down the gap to Cosplay. As we see Sandal. Like, Sandal is not closing down the gap. They're going to be soon on the final stretch, on the final, or be no, they're not on the final stretch. Or nah, yeah, they are on the final stretch. Sandal has the DRS advantage. Let's see, we will. Okay, he did not close down the gap close enough to make a dive bomb or something of the lines like that. That is set. Rafael just pitted. I think another one soft drivers pitting for mediums. I need to make something like some plugin for the tires because I'm confused. Sandal is going. Okay, Sandal is not going. He tried to close down the gap. He closed down the gap. He tried to overtake Cosplay, but the overtake did not work. But he is glued to Cosplay bumper, and I think he will try something soon. He is pitting, anyways. But anyways, Sandal is going to be trying something soon on Cosplay. Maybe on the final stretch. There are 2 turns before the stretch, and again, Sandal will be having DRS advantage. Let's see, but no, he's too far away. Sandal is in the sector 3 lacking. Has a worse pace than Cosplay, and they are constantly running away from them. But somehow they catch up with Yit, and Cosplay is trying to overtake Yit, and it's working. It's working. He overtaking him from the outside, but let's see, it will be there a switchback. No, he sealed the deal like a professional sealer. And that was a nice overtake, to be honest. Pretty clean. So, yeah. But Godfrey is closing down on Goodman. But let's see, Godfrey. My man, Godfrey. Will you take the position or not? You are on mediums. Yeah, Godfrey is on medium. No, he's on the hards, actually. I don't know. I cannot tell the color. I guess I'm colorblind. Colorblind. Wow. Colorblind. And I'm losing my mind there. But, no, okay, he will not be overtaking Goodman anytime soon, but the gap is pretty small. But anyways, let's take a look at the we are looking for some great action, and Neil is trying to overtake Cosplay. And, ooh, he's trying to, but he gone too wide, and I think Sandley is going to be utilizing on that, and he will try to overtake Yet. Because Sandal is only 1 second behind, or maybe 1 second-ish. Who knows? Diaz is pitting, another of the soft drivers. Okay, that sounded weird when I'm thinking of it. Another of the soft drivers. Please don't put that anywhere. I think... What happened to Kostray? I mean, Kostray, what happened to you? Kostray, I guess just spawned out, and I would like to see that in the replay, and I think I will. And maybe I won't, because I don't think that, okay, there is not any action, so let's please take a look at our grandiose replay of the crash. Okay, he was going, and yeah, he was too early on the throttle. Okay, let's go back to the race. And Godfrey is in the pits, and he was pitting, it looks like, for hearts. But anyways, Raffle is going or trying to attack Godfrey and take his position. The Polish team? No, I don't think he's Polish. I'm just confused by the number of the... It looks like his number. Like, if you see that little 31, it looks like a Polish flag, so... But I don't think it's really Polish. Balerek is pitting. But anyways, Raffle is trying to close down gap on Bully. And I think I'm not sure if I need to check something. Because it would be really... Yeah. Okay, okay, Dooley is Dooley. Or Dooman. And Raffle is Cosplay. I'm sorry, Cosplay. I messed up their name, and I just woke up from that. Okay, so the correction, Raffle is Cosplay, and Dooley is another person who I messed up. It's the first race. Okay, there is something going to be out sideways. Okay, anyways, Cosplay is down to the 10th position, and Dooley is far enough, and Malone is in the pits. Let's see his pit strategy from what he will be switching. I would like to see that, but no, it won't allow me. I think he switched. Yeah, he's on mediums. So yeah, but Endino, I think Endino did not pit it, or maybe pitted. I'm not sure. I don't think he pitted. I don't see what. But let's look what tires he has. I think he has hard, so I think he's pitted. But anyways, Sandal is another one person pitting, but Malone pitted are favorite. I know I'm not our favorite driver, but are like favorite. I don't know how you say it in English, but the person who is most likely to win. Based on the races, Malone won or was close to winning. I think Malone has the best chance to win. But anyways, we have some runner-ups. We have Viates and MA. Viates, he's three laps down. My man, what happened to you? Why are you three laps down? Well, that is interesting. But anyways, Malone will be trying to catch up to Enzino, but Enzino Benzino is somewhat I don't know, his pace is weird, and I think Malone will be catching up to him soon, so we will be there for the overtake. But let's take a look at Vantoni. Vantoni is trying to attack Yid, and he's close to taking his position. He's just waiting for the strategic mistake, or or should I say, he's trying to force the mistake from Yid. They are currently in the battle opening turns, because yeah, I said so in some of the battle opening turns, to be honest. And ooh, Antoni will be having the DRS advantage. Let's see, will he be trying to dive bomb yet? No, he's moving up to the outside and did not fall through with the dive bomb. Honestly, I would try to dive bomb that turn because that turn is looking diveable. But Bentoni is utilizing. He's trying to go from the outside. That is not working. He had a better turning and he turned sooner. But Bentoni is going from the outside of the track. He's going to be trying to seal the deal, and yes, he sealed the deal, and Bentoni is currently now in the third position. And Melon is going from the birthday on Enzino Benzino is Enzino is pitting, and that makes Melon take the fastest lap. Melon is kind of like a Max Verstappen, to be honest, but yeah, he was on new tires, so it was a matter of time before he will take the what I wanted to say. Yeah, it was just a matter of time before he will make the fastest lap. And Malone, he's back on his comfortable first position onto his pole, and I think he will be holding that till the end of the race. But something that is not sure, the position for the second, and that is because Edzino is out of pits and it is closing down the gap on Bentoni. We saw some smoke from Bentoni, and I think he locked up his front tires, or maybe back tires. I'm not very sure. I think back tires. I messed up that part. But anyways, Yit is closing down the gap, and is going down on him. Oh, mamma mia! My man Yit is ruthless. And yeah, I just okay, I just found out that Fezic will be joining me commentating. I did not read the message sooner. My bad, gal. Let's take our really great expert. Good to hear you, Fezic. Sadly, it's sad what happened to you. I will give you the stream so you can see the lifetime footage and comment with me.
I appreciate that. We're not gonna talk about my penalty now. I think we should focus on the race, and maybe after the race we can commentate on what happened with each and every driver. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You should see the mess of what I'm seeing. So.
I do have eyes.
Okay, let's take a look at the Godfrey, because Godfrey is closing down the gap on Godfrey, and oh man, that car is. I don't know why I don't have his skin.
I don't know. I think Rafael had some troubles with delivery, but as we can see, he's only 5/10 behind. With the harder compound, he's actually keeping a good job at being staying in that DRS zone and trying to get fight the P7 just to Godfrey. If he might this lap even.
I think this lap on the stretch, on the final stretch before the finish line, he will now use the DRS and he will be going. Yes, he's going for the. No, he's not going to dive bomb because he sealed the deal. And yeah, nice.
This might be what Godfrey wanted, since now he has a DRS, so maybe he can do a switchback just before turn 2. Go side by side and he just breezes past him.
Yeah, that was really nice, but I don't think Gosray will be giving up that soon, because there is another DRS zone, as you can see. He has again the DRS advantage, and he will be overtaking him into the turn from the inside. Ooh, and he seals the deal.
But bold move on the hard tire, low performing tire in this track. Sector 2 is gonna be a hard time to keep Godfrey close to him, because, you know, about the third year we've been talking about. It's hard to keep it close. But he did a good job. They're going to be switching DRS per DRS zone. This is my prediction at that.
Yeah, I think they are going to be like switching the position, as you said. So yeah, I would keep that close eye on Cosray, but I think Yid is closing down on Ventoni. But I'm not sure.
And if I'm not wrong, Yit and Vanoti are yet to pit, or is this something
Ventoni is
I
already
missed?
pitted. And I think
Oh.
I don't know, I think it also pitted. So
Are we sure
they are
Vanoti pitted?
both on the final stints of their tires. So let's take a look at Yid, because the switching of Costray and Godfrey are going to be constant. Like, there is a lot of action, but I think Yid and Ventoni is going to be like more interesting because of the Yid is having the DRS zone, and let's see, he will he will be closing down the gap close enough to make some move on Ventoni, and I think Yid will be now forcing some mistakes on Ventoni so he could overtake him.
Let's not forget that Aditso is also very close to the battle, so if they might clash wheels, it'll give Aditso an opportunity to actually capitalize on that and maybe even take third and second place, depending on how this goes.
True. As you said, Costray and Godfrey are constantly switching up, and yes, Yid. Yes, Yid is closing down the gap, but Enzino, to be honest, he is like quite far, but not far enough. I think he will be able to close down the gap, and it will happen that Yid will be in the middle, and he will must choose if he will be defending his position or if he will be attacking Ventoni's position.
I think it's a good strategy to actually try and get as close as Vanoti to possible, since he doesn't want to be in a two-way battle here. It's way more risky than it is, and he's already falling behind the DRS detection zone, so he has to get his pace on right now, or he might lose even his position.
Yeah, I think Yid is trying to. He already made that decision, as you said, and he will be attacking to Ventoni because he's closing down the gap nicely, and I think this turn on the final stretch he will be trying to make a move on Ventoni because he will be having the DRS advantage.
That is true, but we have to keep in mind Vanoti is a season contender in season 2. He was a real good drive. He has the experience, and yet is an upcoming trainee with a lot of experience on this track. So what is it that might win here? A younger, experienced driver, or an older, more, let's say, firmish driver? So this is the real test here.
Yeah, this is the real test, as you said, and I think maybe the younger, because the younger is not afraid to experience with this. He will try to take the position and the fame from himself, and I think that just costed him to spin out because he tried to be faster than Ventoni.
Yeah, he tried to get a really good exit there. Too early on the throttle, made him make a mistake. He kept the DRS, but just not enough to even get close to Ditso. Now that took his third place. So now Ditso has a run for Vanoti.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the Etso, because I think Etso is also a new driver, or I think.
Yeah, that is true. He has shown great pace in the practice sessions that we had this week. He's been showing some promise, but a nice livery out and a nice mindset to this race. He might just close down a gap to Vanoti and show him some real challenge. I'd say they're in that aspect. They're on the same level somewhere. So this should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be interesting. That Enzo is closing down the gap quite nicely. I think he will be close enough to have the DRS. I don't. Let me switch a cam. No, he was not close enough to have the DRS. It was close, almost close enough. If he got that DRS, it would help him largely. But he still has a really nice pace, and the pace is better than Ventoni. So he's closing down the gap, hundreds of tens of seconds by lap. So I think, like in about 2 laps, he will be close enough to make some move on Venote.
That is true. Well, lost just 2 seconds on the last lap. Now he's brought it down to 1.4 or 1.3. He's showing some good bravery in the corners. Early in the throttle is already a 10th down on this corner, so he might last soon, as you said, in 2 to 3 laps. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are going to bash wheels, but yeah. Cosplay. What happened to cosplay? Ooh. Anyways, let's not get our eyes off this battle because, and maybe it will be even one lap. I think it will be even one lap. Like we are not going to wait that long for the battle between Benotti and Edzino, as I said, because Edzino is already 7,000 of seconds. Like,
yeah, 7/10 already. He put down. His pace seems to be 6/10 faster each lap than Benotti, which is something that I personally don't believe. This is actually incredible. He's already in the DRS zone. He might be making a move by the end of the lap or at the beginning of the next one.
I think he will be making on the beginning of the next lap. He will be making some moves. But we will see, because he's closing down the gap. And I think on the final stretch, on the final finish line, before the finish line, he will be close enough to make the move into the turn 4, turn 5. He will be making his final move and trying to take the position from Benotti.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's 6 laps to go. A bunch of people are going at it for the position. Sandel is closing on Godfrey. Guriades is just a 10th behind Gutman, and now we have Aditso chasing that second position. He's never been on the podium in our league before, since this is the first race for him, but he's already chasing that top position.
Yeah, he is really nice drive. He's showing hope. He's just showing off, honestly, with his skills on his elders. If I say myself so, because as you said, Benotti is experienced driver, but Edzo is also the new blood, the young blood.
Oh yeah, I mean, 3/10 down, already going down to the third corner. Very tricky to keep it close here, due to all the dirty air that Benotti is going to be displaying for him. But somehow he seems to manage that quite well. He's pressuring him, and he's getting closer and closer. I'm guessing this might be the most close battle we'll have. They're going to be clashing for a couple of laps, definitely, so we're waiting on that.
Yeah, I think on the final stretch, they are going to be clashing, and I think he will trying to dive bomb at the first turn for Benotti. So let's see. He has the DRS advantage, and okay, he's not trying to dive bomb. He could, but I guess he didn't have the speed, and he had a worse corner exit, because if he had the normal corner exit as he had before the other laps, he would close down the gap, but he's still closing down the gap like madman. They were side by side for a second, and
he was giving it a go at turn 2. Something we have to keep in mind, though, I'm sorry for interrupting, Vodlos, but Vannori actually will play this strategically. He's saving his ERS, since he has no DRS, just for those 2 straights. It's hard to keep it up. He probably doesn't have a lot of recovery there, but he might actually be able to keep him if he plays this smart and keeps his ERS intact.
Yeah, I think yeah, maybe, yeah. But let's take the second away from that, because another 2 DNFs happened. Leonardes DNF'd and Balarcek DNF, and I think it was another clash. I would like to look at that replay, but in a second we need to have the eyes on Edzino, because Edzino is again closing down the gap. He is only 0.2 seconds. 200 of seconds? Yeah.
Yep, he's making his move on turn 2 as a DRS advantage. Vannori is probably out of ERS. It goes down on the inside. Goes down far. Does give him a lot of space. Probably goes for a switchback there. Vannori gets a proper bad exit off there. And he just capitalizes on that and gets the position. What a move from him. And he gets the DRS as well.
Exactly. Vannori just his back he lost control of his back, and that caused him the position. A very nice overtake from Edzo.
Yeah, Edzo really showing his elbows out now. That is gonna be the key here, unless his whole pace was quicker the whole time. Maybe he was just waiting for that corner. Benotti goes off the track, actually, if you've seen that in the background.
Yeah, I saw that. Let's take a look at Benotti. He is still driving. His car is still drivable, so yeah. But I think he will not recover that. He will not recover from that. He would need to set some insane pace, and I don't think he'll set that.
Yeah, this tells you just how much he was using his tires to the front from it. So from all these corners and turns, he was trying to go as fast as possible and just overwork the car. And maybe that turn was the limit as far as turn 1 as well.
And, oh, that is nasty. Penalty is turning, and I think that just cost him the podium. The aggressive defending. I think he should early let Enzo in front of him and just try to take the position back, because his tires are, I think, cooked. His tires are now non-existent, and he's just riding on the rims in a few seconds.
That is true. These cars do take a real beating on the left-hand corners in this stage, but especially in Austria. Now, Yit has taken advantage of that. It got the place now. Now he's in the podium. He does not have to chase it, so there's only 2 laps left. We don't think he might get the time to do so, but it's a podium for 2 new young drivers.
And yeah, that was something insane. Let's take a look at I don't know. I would like to take a look at the crash, but I think it was between Jornardes and Bolcerek. So maybe, yeah, let's take a look at the gap between them, between Jornardes and Bolcerek, because I want to see what happened between them. Why did they clash? Yeah, okay, it was, I guess it was it was unrated. Okay, so it was no one's fault. Okay, but I thought it was some like really big crash because of the 2 drivers that made the DNF, and Malone is setting another fastest lap. Malone is at this point just showing up, honestly.
That is true. He has all the right to do so. 27 seconds ahead of the second contender for the first place, which obviously doesn't represent a problem. No mistakes, quick pace throughout the whole race. He has nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, Sandel, I would say, is the only one closing in that might get a position before the end of the race, since we have 1.5 laps remaining. He's just in the DRS zone.
So let's take a look at that fight. Let's take a look at the Sandel fight between Godfrey and Sandel for the 7th position. Oh, okay, they are closing down the gap. They are going into the battle turns opener. I call that now the turns throughout the turns 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is now the battle cap opener turns, because it looks like a battle cap opener.
Yeah, if Sandel wants to make a move, he's gonna have to do it this lap now. He has 3 TR zones. He's 2/10 behind him. He's on a fresher compound, perhaps, maybe not even fresher, but an older compound, which should be quicker at the time. They are going for it.
They're going, yeah. I think Sandel, he knows that, and he will try to take that position, because, to be honest, I think he spun out. Sandel is spun out, or.
Oh, but the DRS is just too strong in the straight. He's out of ERS deployment. He's going down it outside of the track, actually, inside of this corner now, and it just breezes past him without any battle going on. He's actually in front, having kind of a scrummy exit. Both of them there. They're trying to give it their all, and already gets a couple of seconds in front of him. A great move by Sandel.
Right. And I think that means our drivers are going to be ending soon. Malone.
Yep. I just want to say a very, very weird podium. First 3 drivers, somewhat what we expected. Malone takes first place, obviously celebrates with a bit of weaving, 20-something seconds in front of the next car. While it did so in his first race, secures heat to what a drive by did so. He chased it all throughout the whole race. He barely made any mistakes. He was strategic about it. He was safe, which is what we like to see. And yet, contender as well. Someone we haven't seen on the podium lately takes P3, which is quite a relief, or actually, how do you say it? I'm happy to see it. That's what it is. I'm happy to see such a podium.
Hard-earned podium from Miet and Zeno. Ventoni did not give up that easily. He tried to take the position, but yeah. But anyways, Edzino is second, Yit is third, Venote is fourth, Jimes is going to be fifth, Dooley is sixth, Sandal is seventh, Godfrey is eighth, Ghostray is ninth, Goodman is 10th, Diaz is in the pits. Did he finish the race or?
Oh.
He's in the pits and did he finish
Perhaps
or not?
some drivers did not actually hear the roll. So as we see, Malone is probably going to the middle of the grid to take his well-earned photo. He's just approaching the final turns, as will be it. So and yet, hopefully they make a nice lineup so we can get that little nice photo of today's podiums.
But anyways, it was almost. Yet almost did not have his third position because he violated the DRS. He got a 3-second penalty to his total time, but it just left him about not even a half of second. But he is still in the third position, but it was close.
Yeah, I mean it's even well more achieved than when you think about it. You have a penalty and you finish third. It's even a greater goal then. Like props to you, props to yeah. All right. We have a second driver lining up. It's right next to Malone, as I see, and yet is coming up there. They are lined up well and nice. You can take that photo now of our top 3 of today. Let's look at that.
He's happy. He's happy. Oh man, and he already disconnected, and that is all from the.
I'll be leaving the outro to you, Bodlos, and we'll hope to see each other in the what do you call it? Interview.
Okay, so I guess we are leaving and we are going to for the interviews. Yeah, we are going for the interviews. So let's go into the cooldown room.
My bad.
No problem.
Hey. Bruh.
I'm gonna take a leak. I'll talk to you soon. I have to.
Okay. I'm just saying, bruh. And Josh, what the hell? You were so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, bro, I was rooting for you the whole race, and I even joined Waddles to commentate a bit on your race, and it was cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Let's go.
I'm happy with this race.
You think?
Race? Because I saw a bunch of people get kicked or disconnected.
How many people what?
How many people finished? Because I saw a bunch of people get kicked or disconnected during the race.
I think 4 to 5 made a DNF.
Yeah,
or did not finish.
Oh,
Yeah.
how many people started?
20.
I think 20, yeah.
No, 19.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Still alive.
Engine
All
failure.
right.
I got a 5-second
PP2
penalty
engine.
on my in lap for speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a thing? Oh, man.
Oh, pit lights are enabled right now? Oh, okay. Well, good thing I slowed down for the line then.
Okay, yeah, good thing we talked about that, yeah.
All right, guys, talk ahead, please. I hope to speak to you after the interview, but Amar, me, and Jan are going to the interview room right now. All right.
Do you
Hope to
need me?
speak to. Sorry.
Do you need me or no?
Yeah, you should do it, right? It was
Oh,
your.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Like,
You
put
wanted
me
to
in.
do it.
Yeah,
It was
put me
you.
in. Come on.
You have to do it now, man.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Let's try it.
Put me in.
You're not alone. I'm with you, mate.
Let's go. This is gonna be so hard, bro.
Yeah, Rafael.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That race was maybe like 8 laps battle or something we had.
Yeah. I don't have name tags on. Who did I race with? Who did I go to wheel with here? Anyone here?
What was your name?
Okay.
Oh, phase. All right. Hey, Jan. Wow, what a qualifying, man. There happened so much there.
Yeah, it was interesting. The race was interesting. For the first race, it was like a heck of the race. Heck of a race.
Hectic. Yes. I'm not. I didn't see so much, but Man, some drivers performing not so good in the qualifying when looking for their surroundings, you know. But there was an accident too. I don't know if you caught that on
Yeah,
camera.
I got into the replay and watched that accident on the stream. So yeah, we saw that.
Ah, perfect. That's nice. That's nice. All right, Amar, go ahead, man. This podium is yours. Are you there? You're muted for some reason. Did you mute yourself or?
I think he muted himself.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah, it would be nice if he wanted to do the interview, but no, he's talking and okay, wait. I think now you're good. Or he's joining again. Wait.
Okay, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, there he
Right
is.
on. All right, it was a little glitch in the system. Hello, everybody.
Hello. The podium is yours, man. Go ahead.
So, an interesting beginning to our first race. We saw a bunch of unfortunate accidents happen. Maybe even some penalties that caused people to end their race short. We saw a lot of battling from our newcomers, especially Editso. He showed great honor and great racecraft in this first race of his in this season, and I was really proud of him as a close friend of his, I could say. We saw a lot of people not too many people making mistakes. Main mistake place I'd have to say is turn 2. A lot of people go early on the throttle and keep losing their cool there and losing the position as well. And it was interesting to see the stream as me being one of the did not finishers of this race. It was interesting to see the race through the stream and seeing people actually how they perform and how they raced, and Vodlos is and joining Vodlos in his commentary. And something I have to say,
Wow.
this is a really good opener. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not aware of a lot, as you might suspect also. So good information. I'm definitely gonna take a look back. But yeah, if it's possible, you can interview me because yeah, I finished first, mate.
Okay, let us do the interview. Hello, Malone. First contender. Got pole on the qualifying. Very good lap. Half a second or even more down from second place, which is me. And you did a great race. You did not have any mistakes, as I saw you instantly off of turn 1, went 2 seconds ahead of everybody. How did that feel? How did that racecraft and superior pace feel?
Yeah. Let's start with the qualifying because I was actually surprised by two things. I think Mr. Fasic has some good pace himself, but he couldn't perform that or show that in the qualifying. But also for me, it was real strange because I set that 105.4 real soon, and then the track grip was not even 100% yet. So real strange things, but sometimes you have the moment. I don't know, but yeah, was real happy with the qualifying then, but I couldn't improve anymore afterwards. And yeah,
I'd like to ask you.
Go ahead. Yes, go.
Well, we've seen a bunch of drivers struggling with their pace, struggling with the battles on the field today in Austria, Red Bull Ring. I'm just wondering, did you have any mishaps in your car? Were you satisfied with the setup? Were you satisfied with your own pace? Like, take us through it.
Yeah, well, someone forced me to practice real hard, but mainly on hot laps. But sorry, I did some long runs later, so I knew I had to go for C4 and then C3. I wanted to go on the softer tire because the track grip was low in the beginning. Yeah, I thought that was the best strategy. I didn't want to lose a possible DRS train, but yeah, yes, my first lap on cold tires is always really good for some reason, and yeah, I got 2 seconds, some 1.7 in lap 1. And then I was actually waiting, like, oh, is he getting back up to pace, the back runners? But yeah, that didn't happen. And then I saw Fasic was suddenly not in second place anymore. So something must have happened there.
Yeah, an unfortunate beginning to his race. We'll get to that later. And is there something you might add? Since your race, might I say, was kind of lonely. You had the first place. You
Yeah.
kept it cool. Yeah, I mean, is there
Yeah,
something you'd like to add?
Yeah, you asked me if I had problems with the setup or something,
Yeah.
but I had a real steady race. I knew what my car was capable of. I kept it within the limits. I had, of course, a couple of moments, 3 or 4 moments for oversteer or understeer or whatever, but nothing special. No, it was real clean, so we can safely go to number 2. I think I'm real happy to win this because I wasn't sure from
Yeah,
the
pulled a
start.
real Max Verstappen out in this race, might I say myself.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Yeah, thank you
So
very
our
much.
second contender, as he did so, could we get him in the interview room?
Yes, of course. There we go.
Hello.
Go ahead, Mar.
All right. As he did so, first race, first season as well. You came to the
yeah.
track and showed people what you were capable of. First and foremost, how do you feel about that?
I feel good. I mean, this is, it's the only track I've been to in real life, and feels good, especially to be on the podium here, and excited for more races. I mean, it was good. I just kind of drove my own race, and I got lucky with clean air, and it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, and
fantastic.
as you've performed, me and Vodlos were looking at you closely. You were actually really, really giving it your all. You didn't seem to make any mistakes. Maybe something we missed. Could you talk us through how your race went for you? Did you have anything you were unsatisfied with, or something else?
Yeah, I think that. I mean, I definitely had a few little moments, like a little snaps of the car and stuff like that. But in general, I practiced and I felt like I had a good handling of the car, and I was able to save it in those instances. Like I had 2 spins, one where I hit the wall, but I kept it straight both times. But I only lost like maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3 each one.
Yeah, so
So
very consistent race for
overall,
your first race. Yeah.
overall it was very clean, and it was only like 1 second to repair it in the pits extra, so it wasn't
This
that
is
bad.
something we rarely ask. Do you have anyone you would actually consider your rival? You kind of weren't actually fighting one person at a time or one driver at a time, but we did notice that you were quite some time behind Vanotti, and you capitalized on such an experienced driver. And I'm actually interested. Would you consider him to be somewhere of a rival or similar?
Is it the guy who qualified P2?
No, he's the guy that you were racing at the end.
Oh, I don't have name tags on, so
Oh, my
unfortunately I
bad.
don't have the. But it's in the race. But yeah, definitely. Like I mean, there's definitely like 1 or 2 like who are like really close in performance to me, and that's like, I mean, for sure in my area. I mean, I'm not catching Malone, so that's gonna be my area for sure for rivalry.
All right, now you talk about me. I have to get into this talk a little bit. First of all, and we forget about that. I'm really sorry about that. But first of all, congratulations on your second place, man.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate it.
yeah, about the talk, Amar was after the question Amar was asking you. Vanotti, I think he was on the C2, right, on the end. So that's
Yeah, you see
maybe
too. Yeah.
some challenge too. Don't think he's real mature. I can tell you that. So yeah, nice
Yeah,
story,
well,
nice story, and well done in the race, man.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
just
Well, I
final.
was on C2 as well, and I caught him. So
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that about your strategy.
You was on
But
C2 too. Sorry,
yeah,
did you work? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, then I take back my words. I'm really sorry.
I
Well
was about to
done.
ask.
All right,
Yeah.
even more dangerous then. Okay, that's nice.
yeah, if anything,
Real
I should have gone
nice.
to C4. I had so much tire life at the end. It was pretty frustrating, actually.
About this, yeah, about the strategy you had, spare tire life, as you were saying. A lot of people go from C3s to C4s or the opposite way around. But you decided to go on C2s. Is it a mistake you made, or did you want to actually go for a longer stint, or what was the idea?
That was definitely one like kind of conundrum I had in the race. Was just like, I was getting around the halfway point, and I was approaching my kind of pit window, those tires, and looking at the tire life, and I was just thinking like, okay, I'm on C3s. Do I want to go to C4s and risk them not lasting till the end, or go to C2s and just keep it consistent? Maybe be a bit too slow and leave on the table. And
Yeah,
then
it's a
ultimately
very
I chose C2s because I thought it would just be, minimize my
All
chances
right.
of mistake. But
But when did you actually
yeah.
pit? Sorry to interrupt.
I think it was lap 19 or 20. I think.
Really? And then for that
Yeah.
16 laps, you didn't trust the C4s?
Oh, sorry, no, sorry, it wasn't like
So 3?
18 or 19. I think 18 or 19.
Yeah, and then you didn't
Yeah.
trust the what was it? C3s.
Well, the C3s ran out, and I couldn't remember if you require multiple compounds here, or if it's just a pit stop to any tire. So I
No,
just,
you need to be in two compounds. Yeah.
okay, that's just to, I can remember, but just to be safe, I was thinking C2 or C4. You know.
Yeah.
But a
all
very
right.
brave decision in the race because not a lot of people can handle the C2s, such as myself. First, so
Yeah, I'm
congrats,
surprised.
Honestly, they felt good, and I felt they definitely take a while to warm up around here, but I found they feel very good, honestly. Yeah.
Good job, Josh. This is everything we have to say to you for your first race in their first season. You came out there and showed them, might I say, who's boss. I am sorry for the other drivers who had to hear it, but this was a real masterclass from Asia. So good job.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, do we do want to wrap it up and give us our third contender for the podium? I mean, not contender, but a finisher as well. It is Yit.
Yes,
remember.
but yet he was in the voice chat, but he left for some reason. So I'm message him that he has to come back, please.
Yeah,
Big penalty incoming.
Oh.
Big penalty.
So, oh no, there he is. He's coming.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Hello.
You can't tell me what.
Congratulations on your
Thanks,
third
man.
place. Real good job. I'm gonna let Amar do the interview. So, but I wanted
Alright.
to congratulate you at first. All
Yeah.
right, go ahead, Amar.
So I've looked at your race, and as someone who knows your race capabilities very closely, since we clashed a lot of laps in the practice sessions beforehand, I am actually surprised that you managed to pull out a P3 from what incidents you had in the final laps of the race. So how did you feel at the beginning? And talk us through your race just briefly.
I mean, the start went fine. I overtook someone on the first lap, and then another lap later, I overtook two people at once at the turn 3 on the braking point high, and well, after that it was just managing my battery and following closely in DRS, which I was able to do a really long time. And in the end, it worked out, but because I was third, I was pushing Editso, but then I spun out at the first corner because I hit the curb.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to talk about as well. You were quite well at pushing someone with that skill level. I mean, you finished second in the race, and you were following closely behind. You were keeping in the DRS zone, and then just that one little exit on turn 1 where you tried to make the move, try to make it aggressive. You kind of went over the sausage grip, correct, and lost your car.
Yeah, I think so. And then I was fourth. But luckily, then number 2 and number 3 were really fighting, and I was just 10 seconds behind, and I was just praying, like, I hope they crash, I hope they crash. And finally something happened, and Fanotti dropped back. But I had a 3-second penalty due to I pressed the DRS when I shouldn't. But Fanotti was coming close, and then he was like 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and then he was inside the 3-second range. And I thought, there goes my podium, but then he spun again, so that saved me.
Yeah, your consistency definitely did save you, and might I say, mighty job for having a penalty of 3 seconds, which means a lot when there are a lot of drivers as quick as this in this season, and you actually made it out, even with a spin, even with the penalty, and made it to their position. So props for that. Yeah, very well job. Very good job. Yeah. So
Right.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Jit wants to add something, but
Yeah, I also remember a moment. I don't know when. But there was like the meter boards. Sometimes they the distance markers, or however you call them, the cubes, they were in the racing line. So I ran over it, and then my car just unsettled, and I had to take avoiding action. But it's just so annoying.
yes, but we cannot make this disappear because we don't have safety cars. So when someone hits some cone or something and it comes on track, that's a risk. But it's really annoying. I agree.
I thought there goes my race, but I was able to save it.
Usually, you don't get the damage from hitting.
Well, I don't get damage, but it's like
yeah,
you crash with another person.
Yeah. Well, luckily that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
but
You
overall,
also gotta
good
stuck
job.
under your car. Sometimes.
That's all right. I mean, good job overall, though. I have to say, yeah, I was. I knew what you were capable of from the practice sessions, as I said earlier, and I mean, personally, if I was in a race, I'd definitely be fighting next to you. But unfortunately for you, you had a clear shot at the podium because of that, and I'm really glad you did make it to the podium. Seeing as many laps as you did, you and your father, and Ian had some accidents. We're going to talk about them later, but you did capitalize on that, and I'm
Yeah.
really proud you did. Good job, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. What happened to you? Or...
Oh, well, if we're at that, I happened to accidentally not put the clutch in and roll a bit in the start and got a penalty, which I didn't knew I had to serve instantly. I thought I could do whenever, and then I just yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sucks. Otherwise, I would have seen a lot of you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
alright.
didn't,
It's alright.
I didn't even realize. That's real bad.
I
Okay.
literally pulled a Lando from today, so yeah.
Better luck next time. Oh, you were so competitive. You did so many laps. That's hard to.
Yeah, I
to
guess
be
that
on.
makes me more fired up for the next race, and I'm not even too sad
Yeah.
about it. Yeah, I've got more in me, and I'm gonna show
Alright.
it. So.
Well, that's a spirit, man. That's a really respected, point of view. All right, I think we're gonna close up. I want to thank everybody. Jan, thank you for the stream. We talk later. Amar, of course, we talk later too. For the podium guys who wanted to be part of the interviews, thank you very much. Congratulations again. And yeah, we'll see how the leaderboard will or the standings will be. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm gonna look to the stream. Maybe someone wants to say something, but otherwise we're gonna end it up right here.
Yeah.
I guess I just say like, thank you very much. I mean, fantastic, and judging by the driving standards and everything in this first race, I mean, I'm excited to do more. Yeah.
Let's go, Yash. I'm excited to be your rivals compared to your pace. I was looking at you the whole race. You were pretty quick out there, so I wanna.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna let you go forward. So you know, but go
Looking forward to it, man. I'll take
Yeah,
it. I'll
take the win.
All right.
Take the win.
happily.
We'll see each other at the next. Train hard, guys. It's needed, as
absolutely.
you can see. All right. See you next time. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Thank you very much.